Welcome to this look at a lovely new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. I am here on the three small farms. This is a new mod map out by JC Fra-Cassés and Fred Fra-Cassés. 307.06 megabytes download. Contracts are available on this map. The map looks like this. On New Farmer, we start with Farm 3. There are three farms. Hence the name, the three small farms. This one's a cow farm, there is a pig farm, and there is also a sheep farm, which we will purchase as we go around. I will put some money in to do it. Field prices, considering the size, are fairly high. There's no large fields. I say there's no large fields, it's on a scale really, I suppose, isn't it? We do have some forestry plots knocking about as well. So prices are sort of around the 200s. 150s. I don't think there's anything up around 300. Where are we? 278. Yeah, somewhere around there. Not too bad. Now, the verges of the map. 13.5 million. But whilst you can purchase that, and that may help out for placeables and bits and bobs and things you want to do on the bottom of the map, the top of the map looks like you've got 3 access points here that potentially you could buy it and use it. You can't. When you get to these points here, these are tunnels. There's one there, and one there. You can't go through them. I purchased the land. There's rocks across here as well, and I thought maybe you can go over the rocks and get to it. You know, sometimes you get a map, you get a massive grass area. You can't. Now that could be potentially moving forward. They might expand the map. I don't know, but for how it stands at the moment, it's this bottom section. 2/3 probably, but it feels very big because of the routes you have to take. The other thing I like about it, and you'll see as we go around, is the way the roads meander, and it's a really nice map. So what else do I say? 20 collectibles. I haven't found one yet. I'm assuming they're cassettes because there's only 20 of them. We start here outside the town hall. Here's a map of the area. As long as you speak French, you'll be absolutely fine. Oh, hang on. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're gold bars. Spoiler alert. Sorry, bit late. I just saw that on the floor. 50 grand. I'll take that. There's one. That's 1 out of 20. I'm not going to show you any more, so there you go. You can have 50 grand on me. So, as we go around the map then, I'm going to start on foot. I will put some money in because we're going to need it to buy certain plots and some of the factories. Actually, no, before we start, we'll talk about slot count. Slot count is the same on all three game modes. 1,256, New Farmer, Farm Manager, start from scratch. Obviously on Farm Manager and start from scratch, you don't own any land, so you would have to purchase the farms if you want to. Now, I got that slot count down to 987, because once you buy each of the farms, you can remove most of the buildings. However, that comes with a caveat. It does leave a lot of decorative objects. I couldn't remove on some of the farms some of the buildings. I couldn't remove any of the stone walls. Lighting poles I couldn't remove. There's bale and pallet storages I couldn't remove, and on one of the farms I couldn't remove the workshop trigger either. So whilst there is an element of you can remove the buildings, it leaves stuff behind, so for placing new buildings could be problematic. Just something to be aware of. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, build mode. There's nothing under vehicles, but under build mode, under sheds, we have a selection of sheds added in. Under silos, we have one of these each farm. So there's 400,000 litre capacity, and they are multi-fruit, plus a bunker silo medium. There was nothing under extensions, containers, tools, or farmhouses. But under production, we have some required mods. Oh yes, that was it. The required mods. There are 4 required mods. It does say 3 mods required, but there are 4. Stone Walls by Top Ace 888. Factory Bottlemilk by Fred Fra-Cassés. Factory Soy Drink by Fred Fra-Cassés. And Flavoured Milk Bottle Factory by Fred Fra-Cassés. The Fra-Cassés like their milk, quite clearly. So as you can see here, we've got our factories that are required mods. Then here we've got slightly modified, slightly adjusted 3 small farms. Under selling points, there are sell points for those milk factories. There's nothing under greenhouses, orchards, or generators. Under animals, we do have cows, pigs, and sheep. So we've got a cow barn out the end there will do 150. Under pigs, the one on the end there will do 60. And under sheep, that one there will do 100. Decoration, we had the stone walls mod, which is the required mod by Top-Ace 888. So a load of stone wall options are out there. And then under landscaping, it was just textures. There was nothing under plants or trees, but under painting, under textures, we had a few. So we got flagstones. Now this is the second map recently that's had, where is it? That cobblestone one, which is that's a really nice texture. What was the map I just did the map tour on the other day that had that? But anyway, so there's quite a few different textures on this one as well. So that's it under build mode, mods added in, required mods, covered. So we start here at the market, just by the town hall in the middle of the town. Very nice indeed, out into the high street. As I say, the first little bit's going to be on foot. Then when we get to the farm, we'll grab our. There is a pickup. I'll show you the vehicles and stuff when we get there. We have a bakery just here. This is the Ori Bakery, Le Boulangerie or La Boulangerie, Dory. Production chain. Coming back through the town. There are a lot of people all over the map as well. Quite a lot. Some really nice. This is a very it's a very immersive and picturesque map. This I enjoyed driving around this. There's a lot of really nice detail. As we come a bit further along, we've got the pizzeria on the left hand side. And then here we have got the Bales 3 Farms sell point. So this is a sell point for bales. Now there are 4 or 5 sell points for bales on the map as we go around, and you will see. So the main farm that I said we start with is over there, which is a cow farm, but we have got this one here, the Farm des Cochons. That's the pig farm. We're going to head down the road there. I'm going to put some money in and we will purchase it. I might need to put a bit extra in, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, we'll see. But the ground, the roadways, like I said, they meander. It has a really lovely feel to it. So the pig farm. Now you can't access the pig farm. You can't open the gates, can't open the doors, can't do anything until you've purchased it. So we've come from the town square here to the bakery, pizzeria and the sell point for bales, and now we're here. This plot will set you back 111,144. So we can buy that with what we've got. Luckily we found that collectible. So we can open the gates here and here. Come around to the front door. We've got our wardrobe trigger just here. Our sleep trigger just here. Couple little garage sections. Workshop trigger. And then we have got pallet and bale storage. Now I'm assuming these are 250s. I did off camera bring a pallet and put it in. What normally happens is if you've got the field info trigger on, when you get close to it will tell you if you've got stuff in there, you've got how many bales out of how many total. I haven't been able to get that to come up, which is a bit weird. And if I open that, it's empty. When I put something in it, it just told me the one that was in there. I'm assuming it's 250. It doesn't say specifically anywhere, and I couldn't find out. We've got a water point down here. Again, very picturesque, nice little lake. When does a pond become a lake? What size and capacity does it have to be? Fuel tank 1,000 litre, which is empty, but you can get it refilled. We've got our silo, 400,000 litres. Multi-fruit. Some storage space at the end. And our pig pen just here. Slurry point. I think that's the manure point. Because when I came to try and sell some of the buildings, there was a little sign that came up. There you go, manure heap. As soon as I backed away, on the right hand side you can see manure. So we've got a manure heap there as well, kind of built in. And this will do, where's the trigger? There we go. 60 pigs. Feed trough, manure heap, slurry point. I think the bedding trigger is either just inside here or just outside there, but it's not going to be too difficult to find. So that's the pig farm. Ferme de cochon, or des cochons, sorry. So, what we're going to do is head back to the main road, back down to there, and I'm going to head out, follow this along to the main farm. So I'll see you probably as we're heading along there, because it's going to be a little bit of a walk, so I'll see you there momentarily. Right then, as we come down the road, there we go. Ferme des Vaches. This is our cow farm. You come up and open the gates. There are some little trackways that run around the sides as well. But we can come in through the main door like we did on the other one if you want to, with our wardrobe trigger, our sleep trigger. This time, as we come through, this is where our vehicles and machinery are. We've got a pickup just in here. We'll open the gates because we're going to need to open later on. Workshop trigger. We've got some racking. Small Massey. Front loader with a silage grab. Fuel tank, 1,000 litre. 400,000 litre multi-fruit silo. Around the side of here. Got our grasswork equipment, mower, tedder, windrower, our cow barn, pasture. This is a nice one as well. Milk point just there. Bedding in that side, feeding this side. Slurry point just here. I think there's a manure heap on this one as well. Well, that could be the manure actually. There you go, manure heap. Yeah, so manure will be in here as well. Dialogue box, 150 cows. And they're all out in this pasture when you get them, which is really nice. Which you can mow if you want to, but they are out here. So you've got the barn here, but a nice big open pasture for them, which is lush. Back around from here. More machinery and equipment. Seeder and planter. Another Massey with our cultivator. That's the cultivator, isn't it? Yeah. Plough, baler, Tomic's ration, machine, fertiliser, and lime spreader. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Then if we go round the back of here. 3 silage clamps. We have our harvester with its header, auto stack trailer, and our farm trailer, and then we've got another bale and pallet storage just here. That's the cow farm, so that's the one we start with on New Farmer. Like I said, farm management start from scratch. To buy the plot is 334,968. So when you come onto your own farm manager, will start from scratch. You won't own it, but we do start with that grass field there as well on New Farmer, and that field up the top there. 55. I just bought that one. That's the pig one, isn't it? So, yeah, let's go and grab the pickup, and now we'll get round on the road again. That's what we're going to do. Let's go. For once, I've stopped far enough back that the gates didn't slam into the front of my vehicle. That's nice. Now, like I said, considering this is only the bottom 2/3 of the potential map space, it feels very big. Probably because the roads do wind their way through the countryside, so it's not straight runs through. But also, some of the routes to various places are out and back routes. But when you're on a map that feels quite, like I say, feels picturesque and nice, and it seems, I know it sounds weird, enjoyable to drive. Does that make sense? You know. It's not boring. There's elevation change, sweeping bends. It feels more like a driving experience than just getting from A to B. So we do have, we'll get there at some point, our vehicle store, Massey Ferguson store to our left hand side. That's our vehicle shop. There is a workshop trigger, and this is also the reset point for the map. Workshop trigger on the side. From here, We are heading south. Next point is the biogas plant. Now this is, I know I kind of mention it a lot when I'm doing map tours, and sometimes people say, but that's the same on all of them. The thing is, these things aren't always the same. I do have to check. Some maps you can buy the land and you can buy the biogas plant separately. Some maps you can buy the biogas plant that comes with the land, or you can do them independently. So I could buy the biogas plant and you get the land with it. I could buy the land but not the biogas plant. Some maps you only get the land if you buy the biogas plant. This is one of those. So we've come from the main farm down here, past the vehicle shop. We're now here. If I click on this plot of land, it won't let me purchase it. I can do all the ones around it, but I can't purchase that land independently. We have just come past. Where are we? Oh no, we haven't come past it yet. It's just over there. Mine's blanked. Wood chip sell point. That was what it is. We've got a wood chip sell point just here. Over in the corner, we've got BGA bale sales. I said there was a few bale sell points. BGA bale sales just over here. And then the biogas plant itself, which is here. This is a 99 kilowatt, I think it is. So we click on that now. 531,648. If we buy that, we go back to our map. You'll now see that we own the land. So we had to buy the biogas plant to get the land. We couldn't do them independently. But it does mean you can buy other placeables and stuff down once you've purchased it. It's a standard biogas plant. Standard crop types in. Fairly standard as far as I can tell. Cycles per month and recipes, and it's just digestate out. No methane or extras or anything like that. So that's your biogas plant. Head this way. So we're going to turn down here. I wasn't going to say anything for a little bit. I thought just enjoy the scenery. You know, I was just about to say, and then I go and do that. It reminds me, weirdly, I don't know why. It's like a rally stage. I'm kind of whizzing round and turning the corners and sort of listening to pace notes, like 3 right, don't cut, rock. Kind of, oh, there you go. Look. With a rock, and then I go and clout into a rock as I'm going around. That's what I needed, some pace notes. Anyway, we wind our way around and find ourselves at the animal dealer, which is nice as well because it feels like a farm. It's not just a kind of, this is an animal dealer. It's got animal dealer bale sell point. We've got the animal dealer just over there. And then we have got a buy point, so we can buy slurry or we can buy manure. So buy point's just there for slurry and manure. Livestock all mixed in together, but animated as well, not static, which adds that nice little bit of immersion to it. So what I'm going to do now is the route we just came in on. So we weaved our way all along there to that road, wound our way to there. I'm going to come all the way back down, and I will see you back on the road heading out to this point here. We are going to do a route round that will take all of these in. Like I said, you can't, I mean you could if I cut across country I suppose, but the roads for these kind of go around all over the place. But yeah, I'll see you back on the road in a minute when we're heading out to the next of the production chains. Right then, coming up on the spinnery on the right hand side, just there, and then these two are 2 of the required mods. I'll just pull in here. So the first one is the factory Bottlemilk. If we purchase that, so this you can bring your normal milk and it bottles it and it produces pallets of bottled milk. Now, like with all these things, I think when I was talking about the mod review the other day, if you watch my mod reviews as well, I had not a rant, but I was, to my mind, if you're going to buy a production chain, the cost of buying it and then the cost of production, putting your inputs in should give you something out that's worth more. Otherwise, the question is, why are you doing it? Like any business would be. These ones are these are pretty good. If we go to our pricing and we go down and look at our milk price. So our milk price standard, 1,200. Point of sale milk, 1,900, which is a pretty good price. But if we go down to the bottom here, it's a bottle of milk. The pallets of bottled milk sell for 4,265. So going through the process of potentially pasteurising the milk or whatever it is you're doing, preparing it, bottling it, it's worth more. So it's worthwhile doing the factories, bringing your milk, which I'm now thinking I probably should have done on Edgewater instead of the one that I did do, which I think I might still do now. Next door we've got the factory soy drink. Now this is exactly the same. We can bring our soybean and water here. We purchase this factory. So soybean and water, and then we get soy drink out. Same thing again. If we come into, sorry, it's down there. If we go back to our selling there, soy drink there, 4,232. Now I've already seen. Oh no, that was milk. Where's our soybean? Soybean selling for 1,442. So, I have to say, what's the recipe? Yeah, 15, 15, 13 out. You're losing a tiny little bit, but you're gaining more financially for doing soy drink if you want to do it. It may not be your thing. You may not want to do it. You may not like production chains at all, in which case that's fine. You don't have to buy them, you don't have to use them. It's entirely up to you. Now, there are sell points for these things as we go around as well. Now, this little bit is interesting. Because as I turned the corner here, and came down the hill, I thought, oh look, we're coming into a kind of like a walled town or something like that. Well, that's going to be pretty cool. This is very curious. You've got these really ornate, kind of almost medieval looking stone walls. I thought, oh, this is cool. I wonder what's going to be in here. When you come in here, it just seems to be a plantation, just a tree plantation. Now, whether there was stuff here and the trees have grown up into it, it looks like it's cobbled. So potentially, was it a walled town? Was it a walled garden? Was it? I don't know. It's just trees in here. Fascinating. Gets your mind wandering. What mine does anyway. If you know me, you know my mind wanders. So, carrying on. We have got Lime Station, just there. We have got, is it Agriel? Agriel Cooperative. We are here. Yeah, Agriel Cooperative. And then we've got the sell point for our cotton and our wool over in the corner. So that's the sell point. Sell point for wool and cotton. And a Lime Station just there. Try and think of as many different words as I can for the way the roads are going. Winding, weaving, meandering. So, next up we have got, this is the sale of soy drinks. So if you decide to make a soy drink, we've got a soy drink speciality sell point just there. Crossing over the bridge. Now this is also curious. We're going over the road that goes that way. Well, this way it's not curious. I followed this all the way along, got to the end and thought, oh, hang on a minute. When we get to the end of here, we're on a bridge, and the road we need is beneath us. And I got to it and so I thought, well, yeah, have I missed a turning somewhere to get down to the road I need to be on? As it turns out, there's a little track just to the right there. I kind of drove past it and missed it initially, but there is a little track. So when we get to here, that's one of the tunnels that lead through to the section of the map that we can't access. So out here, and onto the road. We've got the sugar factory coming up. We're on the northern part of the map now, or as far north as we can go. Sugar factory on the left hand side. And I'm going to take a cheeky little shortcut. I'm going to do a couple of cheeky little shortcuts on the map, just for the sake of saving time, because I'll show you what we've done. We've gone past there, sale of soy drink, followed this road all up here. We come down onto this road, past the sugar factory. Now we can come all the way along there, all the way down that track, all the way along there, and back up to get to this one. But if I cut across there, we can go straight into it. I know it's probably not the done thing, and I've got to be careful of pedestrians, because there are quite a few. This is a nice little lake area, and the 3 Farms campsite, which is on a little island in the middle. I said there were a lot of people about. I can just go past that person there. There we go. Cross over the bridge onto this lovely little island to the campsite. Campsite sell point, just over to the right there. No. Farm dog loves a campsite. Back out to the main road. We have got sale of milk just over there, and then the dairy, which are 2 separate sell points. The dairy, you might get a contract that's asking you to sell stuff at the dairy. You can buy the dairy as a production chain, runs as a normal dairy does, but there is a point of sale for milk, and as we saw, the price for milk was much higher there. From here, turn just there. Next we have got, this is, right, so we got the sale of milk. Dairy, this is the sale of bottled milk. So if you've got bottled milk, you can bring it there, which like I say, it's worth more, so that's worth doing. And it is worth more than the point of sale for just milk or normal milk sale. So it's well worth doing. Following the road round. We've got point of sale for flavoured milk. Now we haven't got to the flavoured milk factory yet. We've done bottled milk and we've done soy drink. So that's the point of sale for flavoured milk. Whoa. Watch where you go. We've got Lime Station and then 2 sell points here. So this is ETS France Cereal. Now we've got 2 sell points here. That standard one will do your main crop types for selling. That one will do your main crop types that produce flour. So your wheat, barley, oat and sorghum it will take. I think that one does all of them. That one does just those. So I mean, it depends which one. You might get a better price out one or the other, but that one is mainly for your flour producing crops. That one is for your main crop types, but it won't take everything, just your main crop types. In case you're wondering why they would do from here. Whoa. It's going well so far. Up the hill we go. We come to the flavoured milk factory. Now if you've been watching my Edgewater Let's Play, you'll know that I had a load of milk from my cows and I placed one of these, but hadn't done my research and should have done my research. The reason being because I purchased that. We can do oat milk, soy milk, chocolate milk or strawberry milk. Each of them needs sugar, which I didn't have. I had all of the crop types. Well, I didn't have chocolate, but I could have done strawberry, but I didn't have any sugar, and they all require sugar. So oat, soybean, chocolate and strawberries with our milk and a bit of sugar, and we can produce those drinks. And as we've already seen, down the bottom of the hill is the sell point for the flavoured milk drinks. Sweeping up the hill, we come to the last of the buildings, factories up here, and it's the sawmill. What's nice about this as well, we've got the sawmill, So fairly standard sawmill. Over to the side we've got a point of sale for wood. So if you don't want to run the sawmill for anything in particular, you can still bring your wood there, you can sell it there, but there is a point of sale for wood. If we go over to here again and check, and we go down to our wood, you'll see the sawmill price and the point of sale wood have different pricing. So again, potentially it gives you a couple of options when you bring it up here. Do I put it in for the sawmill or for the point of sale? Whichever one's giving you the best price, put it in there. So this is another cut through. Again, I'll show you on the map. We come up to here, so we came down there, those sell points followed along there, the flavoured milk, the ETS France-Céréales, up there to the flavoured milk sawmill. We're going to go here to the next farm, which I'm going to buy now, which is the sheep farm. So I'd have to go all the way back down the road, all the way along there, and then back up. But what I'm going to do is just cut across the top of this field, and there's a little farm track that runs down the back there. So I'll do that again, just to save a bit of time. As long as I don't drive across the crop, we'll be golden. Just coming down the hill, water point just there. And into the farmyard. Our sheep pen, pasture, just there for 100 sheep. We've got a bale and pallet storage point just there. We've got our fuel point, 1000 litre to be filled if you wish it to be filled. We've got a workshop trigger just here, storage space, and then out the front we've got our sleep trigger just there. Should go around the back of it, can't we? And if we cut through here, or around the back of the farmyard, actually could have just gone straight for the building, couldn't I? We'll get our silo, 400,000 litre multi-fruit, tucked around the back. Plenty of barn and storage space for whatever it is you want to do. Actually, this I just suddenly realised I didn't notice so much from the outside, but I'm looking at this thinking, I wonder if that building has been lowered into the ground, whether it's supposed to be like that. I guess it must be, because it looks like the bottoms of the doors have been chopped off. I just noticed that. So that's the pig farm. From the pig farm, back down the hill to the main road. I do love these archways. Gas station on our right hand side, just there. Out onto the main road, past the bakery where we first came out from the market and the town hall, but the last sell point that we haven't got to and production chain is just up here, which I thought might be a bit too far to walk. As it turned out, I walked a long way anyway. But up out of the town this way we come to Monsieur Poirot and Son, or just Poirot and Son, and this is your carpentry. So we've got a sell point for wood if you just wanted a sell point for wood, but there is the production chain here. I love this. Nice custom, family-run business. Bespoke. I'm not going to use the word bespoke. I'm going to say. There we go. Carpentry for purchase, or not purchase, for making furniture. And that is the map from the pig farm down the hill, gas station, past the bakery, up there to Poirot and Son. And this is where we started, just here in the town. So we've been around the map in its entirety. That is the 3 small farms by J.C. Fra-Cassés and Fred Fra-Cassés. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.